Okay, so we're going to do the first Git lesson. Now, if you have done Git lessons before, what you might not be used to is how cut down this is. My way of thinking is to try and get the easiest ramp up to using Git. You want to see value at every step along the way. With that in mind, this lesson takes place entirely locally. All you have to do is download and install Git. All your link down the bottom where you want to install it from. The other thing to remember is don't use Vim unless you know what you're doing to be your Git editor. You should have seen that in my previous video about why you would want to use Git in the first place. Other lessons you might have had that were considered to be starter lessons would have included a lot of stuff about, Git remotes and signing into GitHub and installing Visual Studio Code. And indeed, that's a mistake I made, was making it far too big a slice. This will take place entirely in PowerShell, PowerShell console, and it will just be on a regular file system Windows folder. What we're going to do is we're going to create a new file. In this case, I'm just going to create a text file. But if you imagine that this was a PowerShell file or a batch file or any other kind of small text-based file, this would be ideal. Config files perhaps for an actual app. This can all be done locally. We're going to do create a file. We're going to move it into a version control system. We're going to track changes to those files, and then we're going to revert those changes. So that's kind of your complete end-to-end ready to go. Okay, so let's talk about what I'm going to do here. The actual commands I'm going to put in are up in the top right hand corner. This serves two purposes. One, it reminds me. Two, if I kind of jump on, you forget to pause, you can just immediately kind of catch up. Next to that on the left is where we're going to make our Git repository, ctemp. You're probably familiar with about the old ctemp if you come from a Windows admin background. You love storing stuff in there. It's never that temporary, is it? Yeah, you like to keep things in there forever. Go in there and you'll find files from 5-10 years ago. Not very DevOps, but it is what happens. Below that, what you'll find is kind of the 3 stages of Git. My previous video went more into detail about how the 3 stages work. Give you a brief reminder. Working directory is where the work's actually happening, so if you create a new file, it starts in the working directory. If you add it to the staging area, also known as the index, it then queues up for going into your repo, your local repository repo via git commit. Now, it's not until you add it to that local repository that it kind of becomes saved, and you have a kind of save game and point you can revert back to any point. If you're only working on one file, you'll only add one file into the staging area, and you'll basically just add and then commit straight into it. If you're changing, like 10 files at once perhaps, maybe it makes sense that 5 of them relate to one big change and 5 of them relate to another big change, in which case you might stage them separately and add them as different commits. That allows you to roll back some of the files, but not all of them, rather than adding everything in at once. What I'll try to do is move that file is here part into the area where we have moved the file. And that's not completely accurate. It kind of exists everywhere at once. They're sort of in addition to each other at times. However, conceptually, it should hopefully make it understandable as to what you are seeing. We're not going into branches, we're not going into anything complicated. We are keeping it very simple, we're working completely local, and we're following that lesson plan I just showed you. The very first thing we're going to do is initialize a Git repository. Now you notice I'm in the wrong folder there, so I'm going to revert back and change into the old ctemp with the like. I'm going to clear the screen, and you'll notice on the the small folder view, nothing is in there. If I do get init, which is what stands for initialize, we should see something start to appear. We haven't. Oh no, why not? Do I have to make this big? Yes. Okay, so I had to refresh that there for that to show up. But you now see we've got a hidden folder called .git. You don't need to look at that or inside there really at all, ever. It's just making you aware. Okay? And nothing has changed. We have no other files. Now that I have created a Git repository, I can use Git status. What Git status tells me is where my file presently are, or what status my files are in compared to what has been changed and what hasn't been changed. If I look here on branch master, completely ignore that now, later lesson. No commits yet. Correct. We have committed nothing. We have no files. This is one of the advantages of the GUI. I'll do that in a separate video, and if I've done that video, I'll link it up right now as to why you use the GUI, why you use the command line rather than a GUI. So it gives you these nice little hints. So create or copy files and use git add to track. So let us do that. We'll test, bit of a string command, and then we'll just output it to test1.txt in ctemp. Boom. And there it has arrived. You see? Great. Now you should see what is contained in that notepad file. Nothing fancy, nothing that you wouldn't expect. Okay, so now what we have is that file is created, it is available, and it has the word test written in it. You can see the file explorer, you can see the file itself on your actual window. We use git status. We'll see what's happening. We can see here still no commits as expected. We have untracked files. So we have a new file in the working tree, working directory. There has been changes there. Changes that this file now exists and has changes because it doesn't exist in the Git repository. What we want to do is git add, and then we can either use the full file name or we can just use star to add in everything. So if there was multiple files there, you could use that. I'll be proper and do it that way. Now what we've done there is we have moved that file into the staging area, like so. We will prove that with get status again. So what get status again, just to remind you, is telling you where the file is. So at the moment you see still no commits, so nothing's actually hit that orange bit, the local repository, the Git repository. However, there are changes that have been staged, hence the green, to be committed. And it even tells. Okay, so it tells, my cat came in and interrupted us there. So it tells you we have changes to be committed, we have made no commits yet, and it even tells you how to remove that file from the staging area if you like. I'll show you an alternative way later that not only removes the file from the staging area, it undoes the actual changes that you made to the file that you staged. Very exciting, very exciting. So let's now commit this to the repo. Git commit -m and then a message. My first commit. This is a rubbish commit message. And in fact, when you're first learning, you'll make many such terrible, terrible messages like made the commit, did a commit. You don't want to do that. You want to say why you're making the commit. You don't need specifically what you're doing unless it's complex, but you need to say why you're doing it. You know what problem you're solving. So it's git commit, then that -m to have a message that goes with the commit. If you don't include that -m, what will happen is it will pop open whichever editor you told it to open during the installation of Git for Windows. So if you selected Vim or left on Vim, at that point you're going to need to learn how to do Vim and learn how to exit out of it. But you are welcome to Google or Bing. I'm not going to tell you because, you know, should have listened to me in the first place. Boom! Brilliant. So let's ignore the master part and the root commit. We'll see that C155 coming in later. We can see the commit message, my first commit. It tells you what happened during that commit. You changed a file and you didn't insert anything to an existing file. You added a whole new file in and you created this new file. I think that's the size in bytes. Not really sure. It rarely comes up. Now let's take a little look at the status again. So on branch master, again ignore that. Nothing to commit, working tree clean. The file is now committed. Ooh, oop, oop. It's exciting. Hey, I'll try and edit some effects in there. Maybe that air horn you're all loving so much. But either way, that's where it is. So the file is now in here, and what I'm going to do is just reset that back to the start, ready for the next change to the file. However, for a moment, let us bring up the get log. Now, so what get status does is it tells you which stage the files are in. Working tree, staging area, local repo. Get log is what is happening inside your GitHub repository. So what has actually happened? What have you committed? N is the number of entries I want to show at once. Now we've only got one entry, but my habit is to just use 5 or 10 because I usually only want to see the last 5 or 10 entries, that kind of thing. I don't want every single commit ever showing up. And one line just makes it look a bit neater. So hit this. This C155961, that is basically the commit SHA, the SHA hash, SHA1 hash, all these sort of fancy names. Basically, it's kind of like the GUID for the commit. It's actually a lot longer than that. That is the truncated version. The truncated version will be more than fine for nearly everything you're doing. Don't worry about it. The master part, don't worry about. You can see your message part there, which is fine. You'll notice you don't see like the time it was made and the date it was made. You would need the full get log for that, or you can customize how this get log looks and add in extra things like what times and stuff. So you can do all that to your heart's content. Let's talk briefly about what head is doing. So you think about get commits as a series of saves, one after the other. Say you wanted to look how it looked back when you done your second commit, your second save. What you are strictly speaking kind of doing is you are pointing head at the second commit. Commit is basically where your head is pointed at, where you are looking. You think about that in terms of your own body. Yeah, you turn your head and you look at something, and that's basically what your head is doing. It is looking at a particular commit. What this is telling you is we are looking at the top level commit. When you're first learning, that will be more than sufficient for you. It's just something to remember. Let's carry on. I'm going to clear my screen again, keeping it nice and tidy, keeping it tight. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to that text file and I'm going to make a little change. I don't want this. What I'm saying is I've made a change into the working directory, but I don't actually want that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it in. But let me just do get status again, just so you see the modified test1.txt. I'm going to add it in to the staging area, like so. Do another typo. Do another get status. So test one has been modified. We know this. That's what's happened. So again, you can remove that file from the staging area with this command here, like it tells you. However, what if you wanted to go, oh man, I didn't even want to save that. I've saved a big pile of nonsense there. I just want to throw away all those changes from both the staging area and my working tree. I've just noticed that on the menu, I've messed that up a bit. So please ignore where it's got a duplicate of the lesson plan. Let me fix that for you now. I accidentally closed that. Okay, let me just unpause now. So you should see what the actual contents of the file are now rather than that duplicated one. Sorry about that. Hopefully I'll edit it a bit so it's less painful. But maybe I won't. Okay, keeping it moving, show 'em what's going. Now, got that there, we're going to reset hard. Now be very careful about this because if you didn't want to undo everything, then this would be a big pain in the bum because you just throw away a big pile of work. There are other ways you can handle this. I'm just showing you this one. Again, if you just wanted to remove the file from the staging area, it tells you the command to use. However, I'm going to say let's just throw everything away just to show you the power of it. What it's saying is head is now at C155961, my first commit. That's just letting you know we've reset back to the stage of the first commit. If we look at the file and okay, some display problems there. But as you can see, the file in the working directory reset to what it was before. Okay, so let us once again edit the file. File has been changed. Let's check get status. So we've modified that again. We're going to add it again. I'm going to click the screen. I'm going to get status again. You'll see we're just kind of working the same 3 or 4 commands. No, that to get you started, that's more than enough. So now we have the test is modified, it's ready to be committed. Let's commit it. My second commit. You didn't see that coming, did you? No. What a great commit message. No, it's terrible, but don't worry about it. Now, let us go to the screen a little bit. No, just that there. Also, you'll notice when I put an incorrect command in like that, once again, get kind of gave me an idea of what I might be looking for. Wasn't looking for any of them, it was just a complete botch. But, you know, try hard. So we have committed it, we have done status. Now we're going to look in the git log again, like so. And now we can see we've got 2 commits. We've got our first commit, C155, blah blah blah. Got a new commit, 02B21. And this is presently what the state of everything is. So the file got added and then committed and is now there. So let's have a quick look at 2 possible options to get rid of that commit. We've made a mistake, it's been a botch. We don't want that commit, it's bad. Boo, boo. I'm an idiot. Went in and made changes that I don't like. Used the wrong cursor. Or use camel case or something junk like that. So let's get rid of it. There's 2 possible options. There is git revert and git reset. What git revert does is basically you tell it a commit you made, and what it does is it takes those changes, wraps them up, and creates a new commit. So like commit 3, but it'll be kind of at the same stage as git 1 was. That retains git 2 that you didn't actually want, so you can always go back to it if you need to. It's a bit safer. There's also git reset, which we have kind of used there. You know what happens there? It just kind of throws everything away to get you back kind of hard. There is other options for git reset and revert. If you look at the little lesson plan there, you can see you can go investigate that, use the little dash dash, and you'll get a nice little web page. We are going to go git reset just because it's more dramatic. And also, if you're working locally on your own, which is the only way I'm showing you how to do that right now, we can get rid of that. I'm going to go git reset. Now I'm going to go CE155961. That is the commit I want to reset to. Okay, and I'm saying hard. Okay, so what hard means is not only do I want to fling this right out of my Git repository, I want to fling it out of the staging area, and I want to fling it out of my working tree. I want all those stages gone. That's what hard means. It's the more dangerous switch, but for demonstration purposes, it's kind of cool. The standard is kind of mixed mode, where it flings it out of the repository but leaves it in the staging area. We're not going to do that. We're going to be full drama. Head is now at C155961, my first commit. Let us press up and check out the Git repository again. Yes, it is. Git status. Pause for a second. What are you expecting to see if I do Git status? Hopefully you answered it should say nothing's to happen. And that's because all those changes have just been flung into the bin. Nothing happened. You'll notice the text file's not updated yet. That's display error. I'm going to close this and reopen it, and it'll show back up. And there you go. So that's what the file was actually done. It's went all the way back to the start. And that is it. That's the full thing. You now know how to initialize a repository. You know how to add things into your repo, and you can control what goes into your repo. You can undo mistakes you made, and you know how to get help for some of the most common commands. You'll notice we barely used more than a few commands, half a dozen or more, and generally speaking, that is all you kind of use is add, commit, initialize a new repo sometimes. Hopefully you found that useful. Hopefully you will immediately start using that. I heartily recommend it. The more practice you get, the easier it is to build up on that knowledge.